it's Caroline here from Aussie Cards and Crafts, and today I would like to bring video 5 of my series of 5 easy Christmas cards. So I don't have one to show you once again because this one I'm going to kind of create as I start. It's just in my mind at the moment, and I'm hoping that it turns out. I guess if you see it on YouTube, you know it has. Okay, so there's a few things that we're going to need for this one. Firstly, you're going to need a sentiment. Now, this is one that is on my website. That one is my one, but yeah, I think I have about 2 or 3 of those left. The Pointsettia, I'm going to use that one again because that is really beautiful. Once again, that is on the website as well. So, and I'll show you how to make those. You're going to need some nested circle dies. Now, you're not going to need all of them, but you will need a reasonable number, and I'm not 100% certain how many I need yet, so but I'll go through how I want to do those in a moment. You'll also need an embossing folder of some kind. This one's got berries on. It's not really Christmassy, but it only really is giving the texture. You'll also need as you can see, I've got quite a few scraps here of red glitter card. That's what I'm using. You don't have to use glitter cards. You could use mirror cards. You could use plain card. Entirely up to you what you want to do. And I've just got some bling out just in case I need to use it. So I'll pop this up here for the moment, and I will go through the sizes of the card that you're going to need. So for that, I'll just grab my board out so that you can see. So your base piece is going to be 10 inches by 7 inches. Okay, and then along that 10-inch line, you need to score at 5 inches, and that will give you a 5 by 7 card. Okay, so just score at your 5 inches, fold it over, and then burnish it, and there is your card base. The next piece down is going to be a matte layer, and I'm using the I'm actually using the glitter card for that, and this is the red glitter card. It is once again available on my website at Aussie Cards and Crafts. This one is 6 3/4 inches by 4 3/4 inches, and that is going to be your matte layer that is going to go on there. The next piece is the piece that goes on top of that, and that one is going to be 6 1/2 inches by 4 1/2 inches, and we are going to pop that through our machine, our embossing, put it in an embossing folder and put it through the machine, and that will actually add some texture there. So I'll get rid of my little board there. So first thing we need to do is we do need to use the embossing folder, and it's quite simple. Just pop it in. As I say, this isn't specifically a Christmas embossing folder, but it has got leaves and berries on it, and to be completely honest, I don't think it's going to be a huge issue. Okay, so there we go. I'll pop that one back into its container and pop it over there. So that just gives us a little bit of dimension on the front of the card. What I would like to also do is just put a little bit of colour around the edges, and I don't want it all over, I just want it on the edges. So I'm just going to use part of this. This is a red. Now, be very careful. I only want the slightest hint of colour. So make sure you take the majority of your colour off and then just go around the edges. Okay. So once again, taking it off and then just going around onto the edges of that card. Just to add a little bit of something extra to it. There we go. That's all we need. And as you will see, that does add something to it. What we now need to do is we need to do some die cutting. Now, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be having a series of circles that are going to probably come around like so. Not 100% certain. As I said, I'm actually designing this as I go. So if you get your circle dies out, we don't need all of them, but what I have done is I have got, how many have I got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 10 of them, and I've actually mounted them on a piece of magnet. And I'll just grab, because I want them to be as even as I possibly can. So I'll just move them with my pokey tool here, just to get even borders. Because what we're going to do is we're going to run it through like this, and this is going to give us a series of frames. And I'm then going to be able to stick those frames coming down in some kind of a decorative way from there. So once you're happy with where they're sitting, I would get some washi tape, and I would put it that way, making sure that it's got it stuck well, and then I would put it that way. Okay. Once it's stuck, you can then take it off of your magnetic board. Now, I'm doing this in red because I want the flower, and also because I'm going to do some poinsettias as well, as you can see from there. But this is from one of my scrap pieces in here, and that's going to suit perfectly. So I'm going to pop that in there, and I'm going to run that one through the machine. I might do these all together because I'm going to do some poinsettias as well. Okay, so while the camera was off, what I did do is I did cut out the Merry Christmas just from there, and I've just got to take some couple of bits out of the S there. I cut out one large of the poinsettias and 2 small, and I think that's what I'll probably use. So I also cut, that's scrap, I also cut my dies out with the circles. Not sure where the actual circle die went. It might still be, anyway, doesn't matter. I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. So basically these are the frames that we cut out by taping those taping the dies together. Okay, now being that it is a glitter card, it is much thicker than normal card, so you might just need to give it a little bit of help to get them aside, get them apart. Okay, there we go. I don't think we need that one either. So now what we need to do is we need to put our flowers together. Now I use a fairly thin sponge mat for this. Now there's just a little bit of the card that is poking out there. I just need to get off. And if you have a look at one of my other videos, you'll see that these are extremely easy to make. So what you need is you need a tool that has got a ball on the end of it. The bigger the better. I'm just seeing if that's the biggest one I've got at the moment. And it looks like it is. I'm not sure where my big ones went. But anyway, you need one of these. So turn them over the other way and basically just break the fibres in the card. Okay, so on every single petal, and I will speed up in a moment. I'll show you how to do this one, and then I'll speed it up when I do the others. But on every single petal, you go like that, and then you see you've got more dimension. Turn it over, press it down, and there you have. You can use them single if you like. I usually mount mine up, but entirely up to you. So I'm just going to speed up while I do all of these. Right, so now what we have is we have our large flower. which I'm going to stagger the leaves around. I'm not going to do it there. I'm going to do it just here. And I'm going to put 4 layers on this one. So I'm going to stack them like that. The other ones I'm going to use are smaller. They're just the 2 bottom ones, and I will do them the same way. So I'm going to, although we say not to use glue, I am going to use glue on this one. I've never had a problem with them before, so I'm hoping that that will hold for this as well. So I might just pop a piece of paper down there so that I don't get glue on my mat. And yeah, I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so there we have our nice large one and 2 smaller ones. And I'm just going to pop those up the top there because I'll need those a little bit later. Next, what we need to do is we now need to stick this onto our base card. And this is going to be a 10th fold card, so it's going to be top folding. So I'm just going to pop my glue on here. And making sure we've got that lovely border around it. And making it as even as you possibly can. It should be about 1/8 of an inch all the way around. Okay. Next, we are going to need this piece on here. So once again, I'm not going to use glue for this because really when you're putting anything onto either mirror card or glitter card, you should use double-sided tape. Now that I didn't do that with the flowers, and I'm hoping that's going to be okay, but it's really what you should do. So I'll be a good girl and put the right stuff on this one. Okay, so there's our card base. Now we start with just the decoration, and we're going to start with our circles. Now this is where I'm going to really, I guess, try it out a little bit. I'm going to put the flowers, I think, down here. But what I would like to have, and I don't know whether I'm going to use all of them yet, what I'd like to have is maybe the circles coming around maybe these right in the corner. That one's next. That one and that one. And then we've got Merry Christmas as well, so I need to fit that in. I think I'm going to put that up there, and I'm going to bring these closer together. Maybe something like that with Merry Christmas up there. As I said to you, I'm designing this on the hop. I'm designing it as we go. So that's what I'm thinking we might do. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start sticking that down. So there you go. There is the decoration. The only thing that I do need to do is I would like to put some little bling in the middle of my, excuse me, in the middle of my flowers there, just to, excuse me, just to finish it off. So I will, what size? I might use a big one for the big one. So I might pop that one in there. And the size down for the smaller ones. we go. And there we have it. This is card 5 in a series of 6 cards. Sorry, card 5 in a series of 5 cards. So this is the last one today. I'm really happy with that. It was something that I'd actually conjured up in my mind, and I thought, yeah, I think that will look nice. So I really do hope you like it. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you have. I really would appreciate that. If you want to leave a comment below, that's great. I'll make sure all of the things that I've used, that I know what they are, I will list below, and I will also list all the sizes that I've done. This is a 7x5 card. I'm really happy with it. I think it's really pretty, and I hope you like it too. So if you're not a member of our Facebook site, please head on over to Aussie Cards and Crafts and put a friend request in. Not a friend request, sorry, a request in to join our group, and I'm sure you will be inspired by some of the amazing crafters we've got there. We've got people who are just beginning to people who have been crafting for years and years and years, and it's really great. We all help each other out, and it's a lovely, beautiful community to be in. So thank you for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will be back probably next week with something a little bit more challenging. But these were, as I say, my easy Christmas cards, and this is easy Christmas number 5. So thank you, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.